So are you ready for tomorrow?
Ready? Dude, I mean, it's gonna be like the Lord of the Flies season 4 in there.
All right, all right.
Dude, you remember last year when they had the rat tail gauntlet? Like, that shit almost had me in the hospital.
You slipped and fell.
Yeah, and you think that the floor was slippery for no reason?
Are you taking your meds?
Dude, I don't need that shit. I mean, what I really need is just for this world to not be some crazy gladiator game, you know?
It's going to be fine.
You know, have you ever thought about maybe if we would have been better off with homeschooling?
Are you kidding? Mom's psycho boyfriend is worse than any of those kids at school.
Yeah.
Why? Have you thought about it?
No. I mean, all that my folks really want to do is just, you know, maybe come home, sit on the couch, drink a beer, watch some TV, and really, for the most part, they want me to follow along. They don't want me to talk about my problems, or, God forbid, being gay. You know, they want me to stay in like this little box, this little cage. But what they don't know is that my spirit isn't broken. Not yet, at least. Okay, here we go. My name is Connor Anderson, and I would like to share with you the horrifying events of my senior year in high school. So let me start by telling you a little bit about my high school. It was Wilson Academy, and I was a second generation student at Wilson. Both my parents had gone there in the 80s. I mean, back then it was known for like its arts, its humanities, it had music programs, but the Wilson that I had gone to was quite a departure from that. Wilson was sort of like a jockey conservative school, but I mean, inside there was kind of like a weird atmosphere. Like, I don't know, it felt kind of sinister. And I mean, it certainly really wasn't the best place for gay students, because, you know, I mean, many of them were still closeted. A major influence on like the culture or the vibe of the school was definitely Vice Principal Wentworth.
Hey, Shelley. You expecting a flood?
Yeah, they charge you full price for those pants.
Funny.
Cute kid.
Yeah, nice ass.
He thought he was like a minister or a priest or something. You know, Wilson wasn't like officially a Christian school, but you know, he kind of pushed it in that respect.
Kevin.
Here.
Faggot.
Drew.
What?
I'll take that as a here. Shelley.
Yep.
And Rose.
Here.
Okay. That looks like everyone.
And who could forget Mr. Fletcher?
We're gonna start the year with an incredible novel. But first I want to talk about a few things before we get started. For example, what is reality?
We called him Fletcher, sometimes Tom, but, you know, behind his back, never to his face.
Reality, that's a little broad and out of the blue, isn't it?
Yes, I know, but indulge me. What is reality really?
But, I mean, for a lot of us, he was a teacher that really was a teacher. You know, not just an educator, but like a teacher on life events.
Like, the Red Sox beat the Yankees 3-1. It's true. But reality is bigger.
Reality exists. And we see some of it.
Holy shit.
Something wrong?
Yeah, something in my throat.
I see. Kevin, go ahead, continue.
You know, we were kind of like a little elite island of
It's
kids
the molecules,
that he got to
the
see.
air, and the moon. Even though we don't see either of them right now.
Okay, but who cares if we don't see them right now? I mean, we know they're there.
Actually, that's a very good question. I mean, why should we care? I think that most of us have something in our nature that makes us want to know about the world that we're in.
Can I go to guidance?
Sure. Drew, what's wrong?
Yeah, sorry, I thought this was gonna be an easy class, and I'm not gonna be able to stay awake listening to all this moose turd, so no offense.
No offense taken, my simian friend.
Huh?
No offense taken. There goes one unsatisfied customer.
I mean, that was pretty rude.
It's okay. It's not a problem. I mean, actually, I'd have been burned at the stake for talking about some of the things that we're going to be discussing.
You know, the rest of the school sort of seemed to be living about a century behind us. But, you know, the debate kids, they knew Fletcher pretty well. You know, we knew that he thought that, like, dogmatic religions that demonized the non-believers were dangerous.
My sister, she's a research biologist, and she believes in evolution. But she's also a Christian, unlike my more agnostic brothers. An agnostic is someone who believes that there is or may be some sort of energy or intelligence in the cosmos, beyond what we can see or know.
You know, we knew that he walked on eggshells around young members of the cult. You know, a word that sort of seemed to be used more and more
And we have to include science.
as the world in Wilson and, you know, the world of outside politics unfolded.
Our incisors and our canines, our molars. What do they tell us about ourselves?
Well, I mean, they probably mean that we, like, descended from an omnivore predator. But, I mean, we also could be, like, formed in the image of God. But, like, if that were the case, then God would have to have a penis. And, like, what would he do with it?
Would you shut up, man?
That's enough, Connor. You know, more astrophysicists, more than any other scientist group, are theists. Theist is someone who believes in more than natural force that exists, but we don't understand or can't fully comprehend. A monotheist believes in one entity, or God, and a polytheist, like most indigenous Americans, believe in a more complex spiritual world. And the truth is, nobody really knows the truth. Okay, so that's about all the time we have. We're gonna have to back burner this conversation because I want to get you guys started on an incredible novel, okay? It's Richard Wright's Native Son. All right, I want you all to grab a book. Come on. Make sure you sign it out. Sign out its back on your way out, okay? Thank you.
Ah, Mr. Wentworth.
Mr. Gammon,
How's it going?
you following the news? The cesspool society we live in? Not good.
What's up, Anthony?
It's this buzzing, Mr. Fletcher.
Buzzing?
Like, so much of what Jesus says makes sense, but everything's so crazy right now.
What do you think of this squad of Trump bashers? They don't mind telling us that they're communists or socialists. Like there's a goddamn difference. Just Satan worshipers, if you ask me.
You know what you should check out? Cardinal Pell debating Richard Dawkins. It's very cool and very findable on YouTube. It's just two super smart people duking it out over ideas.
Just wait. Before long, they'll have us installing foot baths in the front lobby or forcing us to mutilate our newborn daughters.
You joke, but that could really happen.
You know, maybe Sam Harris.
Who?
Sam Harris. He wrote The End of Faith. It's a sort of history on the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, Here you go. It's yours.
Thanks, Mr. Fletcher.
You bet.
How can people not see what's really going on around here? Oh, here we go.
The boys behaving?
You know it. How's things in Ben's world?
I'm not really feeling the love from your boy down in D.C. these days.
What's not to love? Great jobs, great economy.
I'm gonna go grab my photocopies.
Did you ever drink anything but the Kool-Aid? Jeez Louise, how can people be so ignorant? I gotta run. I'll catch you at lunch.
See ya.
Other than the athletes, the religious kids, the cute blondes, the typical high school archetypes, Wentworth didn't really seem to be too interested in any of the other students,
Hey, Dick. We have an issue.
Oh my, she looks friendly. Seen her around, but she's not one of my frequent flyers. What's her name? Is this her phone?
Jessica Grenier. And no, it's her ex-boyfriend's, Drew Jackson.
Oh, big shock. Now there's a familiar name. Hey, Kara, let me talk to Peter. I think we'll be scheduling a little meeting with Drew. Kara, how was your summer?
Truly blessed. I just got back from our trip to Boston with the Joy Kids.
I'm glad to hear that our teens are still gathering in faith. So how did that go?
She's such a...
Who, Shelley?
Grabe, she dress coded me again. I wore these jeans like 3 times last year.
Spin around for me. One more time. With those rips? Okay. I'm busy, but those need some needle and thread. You've been warned.
Thank you, Mr. Wentworth.
Mm-hmm. There's trouble. I'm sorry, Kara.
No worries. Although I do worry a little about Shelley.
I think we all worry a little bit about Shelley. Now you're telling me about the Joy trip?
Oh, yes, Dave. It was more than I could have hoped for. His presence was so real every minute of the way. He was in the van with us. He was in McDonald's with us. You would have been so proud.
That's great. It really is. But I don't have to tell you who was and is also always with you. This is such a critical time for the kids, especially the girls. Kara, they love you. And they'll tell you whatever they think you want to hear. But don't underestimate his power and his persistence. Kara, I read their emails. They're filthy.
Yes, well, I do need to go.
We're kidding ourselves if we don't see this as a real battle. Let's just try to pull a couple more away from the fire.
You're the boss.
All right, I got a meeting. I'll see you later.
Mark, Caitlin looked me right in the eye with an evil gleam. She's been hanging out after school in Fletcher's room. I swear, I think that place is Satan's workshop. He has that Grateful Dead poster with skeletons, dead people on it. Even your cousin Eddie admits that so-called music is all about Satan worship. Eddie said that one of the lyrics even says, "A friend of the devil is my friend." He's not even hiding it.
Brooke, calm down. They're just kids. They think it's their job to question everything.
No, Mark, I can feel it in my bones. Fletcher is dangerous. Whether he's conscious of it or not, I don't know. But he's leading our kids down a dark path. Mark, what if he is Satan?
Grab a seat, Tom. Well, we've had 6 complaints about you and your class.
Great. What are they complaining about this time?
Apparently, you're calling the students and their families a bunch of racists.
What? Oh, come on. You know there's got to be some sort of mistake or misunderstanding.
Well, I sure hope so. But can you explain why we're hearing this from 6 different families?
Well, yeah, it probably has to do with our discussion on racism.
So you did call them racist?
No, I said that the view that a whole group of people are somehow inherently born with some character flaw is a racist point of view.
And do I need to remind you, you're an English teacher, not a history teacher. Seriously. I don't think you want to go down this road. It's 6 families today, and these things snowball fast. Are we on the same page?
Yeah, sure. But, Dave, no, you're right, I'm sorry. You got it.
Kill him! Kill him!
No, I'm not killing him. I hate this game.
Don't be a wuss.
Don't be a wuss.
Yeah, a wuss. Don't be a wuss.
You're an idiot.
What?
I'm pausing. Wuss is short for puss, and puss is short for pussy, and a pussy is a vagina. So you're using this ultimate symbol of being a woman and using gender as an insult. Thus, you are an idiot.
Play the game, Professor. He's home.
I don't care.
I do. It's after 7 p.m., which means he went to the bar after work.
That faggot, fuck friend in the fucking room again.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
Playing video games?
Fucking pussies. Swear to God, I'm gonna kill that little motherfucker.
Don't worry. Once he starts drinking, he usually doesn't stop until he just passes out.
So why is your mom still with him?
I think she's afraid of what'll happen if she leaves.
It's fucked up. I'll pretend this was that guy. Stay on.
So, have you heard the update about the debate?
No, I didn't hear about it. And honestly, I'm kind of wondering what our resolution is that we're going to use for the first couple practices.
I mean, it's kind of hard to think about a time when Kevin wasn't my absolute closest friend. I don't know how I would have made it through Wilson without having him by my side.
Hey, what if a green ooze covered the whole planet and it killed all the rednecks and the people with an IQ under 100 and only left behind debaters and people under the age of 20?
Yeah, no thanks. I don't think anything would change.
Are you serious? I mean, it's all the stupid people that cause the problems. Like, look at him.
Alphas would be pushing Pee Wee football and building prisons before the end of the first year. And I just blew up your base.
Mr. Fletcher, do you have a couple minutes?
Hey, Anthony. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Nothing makes sense anymore, Mr. Fletcher. I read about the Holy Roman Empire and about the Inquisition and the torture. I lie awake at night and I imagine that my ancestors were wolves and fish and lizards. I try to imagine God, but with canines, and I just can't turn my brain off. I haven't felt like this since freshman year.
And what happened freshman year?
It was about a year after my older brother Billy killed himself.
Oh, Anthony, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I was told I suppressed it. I guess I was trying to be 2 good sons for my parents, but...
What happened freshman year?
Hey, Mr. Wentworth.
Ken, my boy, how's your 3-pointer looking?
It's looking good. I can't wait for that first game.
Hey, I haven't seen you at Sunday services in a few weeks.
Oh, well, I've been putting in a few extra shifts at the market.
Well, work's important. Don't forget about what's even more important. Your faith. Something wrong?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you.
Best way to say it.
Well, you know Kevin Spencer? He has all the piercings and he's part of the gay club.
Yeah, what do you do?
He hit on me.
He hit on you? Crap.
Well, there was this one leader in my youth group at church. He was a really good guy. He was a few years older than me, and he was planning on being a priest. I really looked up to him.
Oh, don't tell me that he...
Oh, no, nothing like that. He really is a good guy. It's just that I told him I was feeling a lot of physical attraction towards a bunch of girls. And he told me that Satan had a hold of me, and if I couldn't kick him out of my head, I would wind up in hell.
Jesus.
I believed him.
So tell me, what happened?
Well, he was checking me out in the locker room, and then he asked me to go to the movies with him. And Mr. Wentworth, frankly, I was shocked and I was a little scared.
I'm sure. What'd you do?
I got up, I pushed him away from me, and I told him I didn't want him to come around me anymore.
Good for you. And I don't need to tell you, you have some pretty powerful forces on your side.
What do you mean?
You did the right thing. You did the godly thing. People like Kevin are working through the other side.
Other side?
Yes, of course. Son, you go to Sunday services. The Holy Testaments are real. Good and evil are real.
And so I swallowed a bottle of aspirin. I just started vomiting everywhere, and Mom took me to the hospital. But please don't tell anyone, Mr. Fletcher.
Oh, of course not. So, what did you do to work through all this?
Well, I spent a week in the psych ward. I met this really cool Christian psychologist, Jan Cooper. She told me that Mike, the youth leader, was young and he didn't understand everything about Christian theology, and that my feelings were normal and would be important in a meaningful Christian relationship and marriage. But this isn't about clarifying my faith. It's a bulldozing of my faith off a cliff.
Believing in evolution doesn't mean that you can't also believe in Christianity or God or religion or some energy that we don't fully understand.
But Mr. Fletcher, my life has been built around the idea that Jesus was my Lord and Savior, not some weird energy. He died for my sins. He hears or heard my prayers. I gotta go.
Anthony, wait, hold on.
So, what you're saying is I'm not in trouble?
Of course not. You did the right thing. I promise you. You won't get in trouble. But that's it. Now leave him alone.
Yes, sir.
Unless he propositions you again. But you tell me. Have a little chat with our friend.
Thank you, sir.
Did Grape give us homework?
Daydreaming about Bob again?
No, I had these in.
Oh my gosh, those are adorable.
Yeah, and they're lifesavers. I can stand the emotional abuse, but I cannot take that high-pitched nasally voice.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Glidden's a perv?
Think? I know he is.
I have known Shelley since she moved into town when we were in second grade. I mean, all the teachers had loved her. She was very, very smart. Then something happened in middle school. I mean, the rumor that was going around was that her dad had an affair, and he just vanished. By the 8th grade, Shelley was smoking weed and going to parties and with high school kids, and she was a different person at that point.
So pathetic.
What a pig!
Show me a guy who isn't.
How about this one? What do you call a liberal with a $100 bill?
Never mind.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Yeah? You guys are trying to be funny again?
Little Miss Virgin ears over here.
Tom, your tampons came in. Butch put them in your classroom.
Cute. Oh, it's all right. Go ahead. Tell your joke.
And you promise not to run to the ACLU.
Seriously, go ahead. Go on.
All right. How about this one? Did you hear about that recent study? 9 out of 10 people really enjoy a good gang rape.
Oh my God.
No, I got one. What'd the black guy remember about the 3rd grade?
Oh, come on.
What?
Enough.
Come on.
Seriously, I don't want to know.
Best 3 years of his life.
Jesus. You don't get it. This shit actually creates a hostile work environment. A hostile environment for the kids.
Lighten up. We're just telling some jokes.
Okay. What about Mr. Wentworth?
What? He is the biggest perv in the entire school.
What are you talking about? I love Mr. Wentworth.
Check this out.
Cute.
Okay, but look who DM'd me.
Shut up. Is that Mr. Wentworth?
Mm-hmm.
What did he say?
Aren't those God's buns you're burning?
Well, he does say stuff like that in our joy meeting class.
Says what?
That our bodies belong to God, and that's why we have to be especially careful and not get tattoos and piercings.
Come the fuck on, Mary. If he were really some good, amazing Christian, shouldn't he have told me it was wrong?
Do you like him or something? What are you doing? He's about 100 years older than you and married.
You idiot, I just want an insurance policy. Besides, you don't think he's already looking at my ass? Do you see how he looks at other girls? At me?
Come on, Shelley. Insurance for what?
I just want to do my time here, get into Syracuse, into my digital communications program, and make a few mil. Wentworth has been flirting with girls for years. My cousin Jean, she used to do tutorials on how to flirt with the guy to avoid any discipline shit. Mary, I swear to God, I have sat on the edge of a chair in his office and gave him a full crotch shot. And guess what? He looked. And he looked again. And he knew I knew. He's full of shit with all that Christian crap.
Maybe the devil made him do it? But seriously, Shelley, you have to be careful.
What's the worst that could happen?
Have a seat, Kevin.
Thank you.
Kevin, I'm gonna get right to the point. You're continuing on as a student here at Wilson Academy is in serious jeopardy. I'd go as far as to say your departure's imminent. So is there anything you need to tell me?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. You want to play games? I'll tell you. How about touching other male classmates and propositioning them to have sex?
Oh my God.
Don't blaspheme here.
Then what happened?
He wants me to do conversion, or what he calls reparation therapy. He says if I read this book about it and don't touch any more boys,
Touch any more boys?
yeah, I'm being falsely and anonymously accused of being a serial groper.
What the fuck is this about?
Connor, I don't know.
So, how are they looking this year?
Fantastic, you know? But they always look good in the first couple weeks, right? How's your crew doing?
Well, they're mostly freshmen, so do I really need to say anything else? Hey, did I get to tell you we saw Brad Jr. a couple of weeks ago?
No.
Yeah, he came home for a friend's wedding, but I gotta tell you, and I can't lie, I was a little upset, you know? He gets in after midnight, and then he takes a 10 a.m. flight out the next morning.
Oh, did he have somewhere to be?
No, it was the whole gay thing.
I mean, that kid went through 4 years of high school here without speaking to a single male. No one would talk to him.
Watched him come home every day, and he went up to his room and studied for a couple of hours, and then half the time he'd come down and hang out with me and Maggie. You know, we knew he was gay for years in our gut, but in our church, being gay was one of the ultimate sins. We knew, in our minds, we believed that he would suffer in torment and agony forever, and that nearly broke me.
I'm sorry. Brad, look, those people are just brainwashed. And Brad, you're a good guy, but you were right there with them.
I was never with them.
What do you mean? You went to church and you brought your family there. I highly doubt you were speaking out against homophobia in church.
No, I wasn't speaking out. But I never thought any one of those people were evil. It was a part of the church I didn't like, sure, but I went along with it. Honestly, I didn't give much thought to it at all. After all, I didn't know anyone who was gay. At least that's what I thought. I hate to say it, but when he was 14, I took him to conversion classes in Augusta.
What?
Yeah. When he finally came out after graduation, We hugged him and cried and told him it would be okay.
They're just pushing these kids into these gladiator schools full of macho dominance. And it's the smart ones, the sensitive ones that are having nervous breakdowns, and attempting suicide. And some of them succeed. I don't know. Maybe it's getting better, slowly.
He wants to save my immortal soul. He says if I read these books, one on this therapy that repaired me, and the other, the Screw Tapes something by C.S. Lewis, then he'll drop the whole thing. He's trying to fix me. Oh, fuck. What's wrong with this world? We need an LGBT country.
Well, I mean, we've got one called Greenwich Village and one called Paris, just to name a couple.
Yeah, but we don't have anything like that out here in the sticks.
What the fuck, bro? What's wrong with you? Really? You think you want to play it like that? You think it's fun to stop? Boyfriend, you fucking whore, fucking homewrecker, fucking slut!
What's going on here? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. They think I did something that I didn't do.
Well, fine, but that doesn't give them an excuse to attack you. Come on, let's go to Mr. Wentworth's office.
Please, I don't want to make a complaint. It'll only make things worse. Just please.
Dad, what's up?
It came.
What came?
From Gordon.
Dear Anthony, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted for the
Yes!
You got in! Congratulations, honey! Anthony, what's wrong?
Are you okay?
I lost my faith.
Anthony, don't say that.
It's true, Dad. I wish it weren't.
Anthony, what's going on?
I guess it started in Mr. Fletcher's class, when he read about the Dakota people and talked about their polytheistic beliefs, and then reading Waiting for Godot and talking about existentialism. All of a sudden, everything seems so surreal. Am I just a monkey, looking for power and sex, and then I die like an ant? What are we, just dust in a few decades? What are we, Dad?
Maybe you can talk with Jan Cooper again?
Dad, promise me you won't bring this up to her. It's not about clarifying Christianity, and it's not about Billy. This is about my whole world, not only not existing, but being wrong and dangerous.
All right, Anthony, just slow down. I don't know what's going on in this class, but there is another side. Divinity school theologians are not silly people with silly ideas. They read the testaments as stories or metaphors or allegories filled with divine lessons and messages. That's all.
Sure, maybe, but that's not what's in class with me. These kids believe in a literal hell. Their faith is more like a football team, excluding everyone else. The world's upside down, Dad. At night, I dream of turning into a fish. It's not funny. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a lot to take in 10 minutes. Can we please just press pause and talk about this more tonight?
Maybe.
Am I crazy, or was life nice and normal a half an hour ago?
You're not crazy.
I'm sorry, I have to run to work. Are you gonna go up?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. What's going on? Rose, people just don't do things like this for no reason.
They think I seduced their boyfriends.
Why would they think that?
There was a party on Saturday night.
The girl who was throwing the party, her parents came home and broke it up. And they found me in the back bedroom with Anne-Marie and Sophie's boyfriends. I don't know how I got there, and I don't think anything happened, but they're going around saying that I seduced them and we had sex.
Rose, it may not be my place to ask, but I feel like I have to. Did you go to church?
What?
Have you ever gone to church?
Yeah, we used to go almost every week before.
I know. I know all about your dad. Do you mind if I talk to you for a minute about church and God?
I mean, I guess so. I kind of wanted to talk about those bitches getting arrested, though.
Don't talk like that. A young lady should never use that kind of language. And we will address them. But right now, the important person is you. When you went to church, did you know that was God's house? Do you believe in God?
I guess so. I didn't really think much about it.
Him.
Huh?
You don't think about him, not it.
Sorry, I didn't really think about him. And honestly, he hasn't really been there for me. No one has.
Rose, are you hungry?
What?
Do you have clothes on your back, shoes?
What are you talking about?
Answer me.
Yes, so what?
Rose, you have a mother who works to feed and clothe you. You have the school and caring teachers, mostly. And you have me on your side. But most important, you have God. Rose, school's gonna be tough for you. Especially with all the cool girls mad at you. But you can make a decision right now that'll change your life forever. If you trust me and accept Jesus Christ, a light will shine into your heart. And you will feel its warmth and it will shield you. You'll feel like a superhero every day because you'll be a soldier of God. Will you trust me?
I don't know. Part of me just wants to give up or let go. And those girls, how am I ever gonna get back out there?
I'm gonna have a chat with those girls that attacked you. This will not happen again.
Well, I'll try. What do I have to do?
It's so simple. Accept Jesus Christ as your personal Savior and reject Satan. Jesus is the truth and the one and only truth. If you trust me now and let Jesus into your heart, you will feel his Father's, our Father's power and love. If you don't, then, well, I don't want to even begin to tell you what happens to your soul when you're not saved.
What do I do?
It's simple. Just say these words. I accept Jesus Christ as my personal Savior. Stand and say them out loud.
I accept Jesus as my personal Savior.
Louder.
I accept Jesus as my personal Savior. I felt it, Mr. Wentworth, kind of goosebumpy.
I felt it too. A miracle just happened. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Jacob, pop the hood.
I got it.
Hey, Dad, you know I'm in that Mr. Fletcher's English class, right?
Yeah, so?
Well, he tricked us into seeing what these kids on the school bus were doing today. Said that the devil had nothing to do with it. He said they don't even believe in any of that stuff.
Wait, what the hell are you talking about?
We were watching a documentary.
Jacob, it seems like all you do is watch documentaries. Does this guy actually even teach?
I know, Dad, but this one was kind of interesting. There was this kid they kept picking on, and they kept calling him Fish Face.
Well, kids have been picking on kids since forever.
I mean, it was real bad, Dad. They were punching him, hitting him, throwing him up against the seat. Eventually, Fletcher went ahead and paused it and asked us to be like amateur psychiatrists or something.
Why is he even talking about this? Who the hell is this guy? Holy shit. He's brainwashing you guys. Can we actually switch you into an English class that is an English class? You know what? That's it. Going to that fucking school tomorrow.
Anthony?
Do you think that we'll have, somewhat of a normal school day today still?
Well, we had a full staff meeting at 7 o'clock this morning, and Mr. Murphy's going to make an announcement in a bit. We're going to extend homeroom so that teachers have a little time to process this with their students. And they're bringing in about a half a dozen grief counselors so that you guys can talk to them too if you'd like.
Grief counselors? Where'd they come from?
They're just guidance counselors from local elementary and middle schools.
Or Anthony, what was this big hurry?
Look, you guys are gonna be okay. All right?
Come in.
Is Shelley's here, Mr. Wentworth?
Send her in. Shelley. Sit up, please. Please. You know what this is about, right?
Well, I'm guessing it's about Grabe telling you I was vaping in the girls' bathroom.
Bingo.
Yeah, well, what the hell was she doing out of the math wing and in the girls' bathroom in the gym?
It's not about Grabe. It's about you. And you're getting 3 Saturdays for doing drugs on school property.
Well, that's not happening.
Look here, young lady. You're lucky we're not kicking you out of school.
Right. Because then I'd have time to print up comments like these. Let's see, what did you say? Oh, here it is. My, someone looks cold. And you've said at least a dozen dirtier things on a dozen other photos. Are you kidding me?
Shall I keep your voice down?
I will not make this go away or see what happens. I know a good dozen people who would find these exchanges very, very interesting.
Please don't say that. Listen, you do 1 Saturday, forget about the rest. I gotta tell Mr. Murphy and Grape something.
Right. We'll see about that.
Dave, Shelley's uncle is out.
Bernie, what's up? Is that my Shelley I just saw coming out of your office?
Oh, yeah. Not a big deal, though. Her name came up with some vaping incident.
As it turns out, Shelley's the reason we need to have a talk. Something needs to be done. Wouldn't you say?
What are you talking about, Bernie?
Don't play games with me, Dave. We both know the kind of girl that she's growing up to be. Care to venture a guess as to who her favorite adult in the building might be?
Tom Fletcher?
Bingo. Now, Shelley's cousin told my wife that Shelley's been sending nude photos to one of the teachers.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't know who. But I do. I don't need someone else to do my detective work for me. Don't you get it, Dave? The war is here and now. All right? I don't need some conflict with towel heads in some country half a world away. The war is here and now, and I mean to do my part. I'm gonna snap his neck, Dave. All right? And I don't care about jail. I don't care about consequences. I don't mean to live in a world like this.
Bernie, don't do anything stupid. You're not gonna do Shelley any good in jail.
You're not listening, Dave. I just said I don't care about jail. All right? Now, this road, Fletcher's Road, sex, evolution, atheism, that's the road to hell, and you know it. I know. Now I'm thinking about Shelley's soul here. These brainwashed liberals, they're like little children. They don't know what's going on.
Bernie, trust me, you know I'm with you. Listen, we gotta take care of our little friend and get Shelley's soul back. I just need a couple days. There's other parents complaining about Tom and his classes. Think you can make it to a meeting in a few days and express your concerns?
Couple days.
Couple days, you got my word.
Bet your ass.
All right, good. We'll take care of this. Dave! Dad. What are you doing here? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Let's go in here.
Dave, what's going on? You look like you're a wreck.
Dad, I'm in trouble.
What's going on?
Where to start? I think one of our teachers has fallen under Satan's control, and he's fishing for young souls. I'm terrified it's actually influencing my immortal soul. I made some bad decisions. There's a young girl who I'm afraid he already possesses. I think he wants me to take some radical steps in this old battle. I'm confused and I'm just not sure what to do.
Dave, when you say you've made some bad decisions with this young woman, you're not talking about something.
No. Nothing like that. Mostly just temptation.
Well, that's a relief. Listen, Dave, you've grown up listening to me preach the good news. You've always trusted your heart, and you've listened to God's voice within you. Keep doing that now, and you'll be fine.
I don't think it was an accident you popped in here today. Thank you.
After Anthony's death, I think that things really started to intensify at school, and Mr. Fletcher was often a topic of conversation.
Can we all bow our heads and pray? Dear Jesus, we, your humble servants, gather here this evening to do your will. Please guide us as we move forward, as your loyal soldiers, willing to do anything to fulfill your prophecy. Amen. Okay, let's get right down to business. We're all here to talk about Tom Fletcher. So what are your specific complaints about this man?
Isn't this guy supposed to be an English teacher? Why can't they just read some books like The Old Man and the Sea and call it good? Why does he have to preach his Flatlander beliefs?
Well, most of you already know me. Both of my kids were in Tom's class, and they both really enjoyed it. Now, I'm as Christian as any of you, but for me, my faith is about love.
I'm sorry, Holly. I understand what you're saying. I used to be fond of Tom, too. He presents as such a nice guy.
And is there more?
Yes, well, one day I was working in my class after school. The doors were open, and I could hear Tom in his debate class just chatting, but it wasn't innocent. It was terrifying. I could hear them talking about people in North Carolina and making fun of them because government officials in that state can't serve unless they believe in God. And then Tom added, yes, this psychosis is a disease. And the laughter just increased. Dave, it breaks my heart to hear those children's laughs. And I heard him laughing. There was a sound of a sinister, evil laugh mixed in, as though Satan himself were in the classroom.
That's good enough for me. Done. I say we go to his house, drag him outside, and slit his fucking evil throat.
Whoa, whoa, hold on a minute. Can you hear yourself? You're talking about murder.
Murder? What the fuck are you saying? This isn't a person. He's a fucking monster.
Folks, let's calm down. Come on. Let's sit down.
I don't know if this man is working with the devil or not, but I know my son is dead. And he would be alive today if it weren't for this man or devil. He gave Anthony a book called The End of Faith. He's not even trying to hide it. This is the book that killed Anthony. I read it. I had to see for myself. You know me. Would you like my review? It's trash! It's trash that tells the reader that they're fools to believe in Jesus. It just cherry picks the worst aspects of Christianity. This is what killed my son. He is responsible for my son's death as sure as I'm standing here, and he needs to be stopped.
Okay. The book of Deuteronomy in the Old Testament is pretty clear about how to handle men like Mr. Fletcher. Maybe we won't have to go that far. How about this? Everyone, write down your specific complaints and email them to me. I'll compile them and see what we have. See what pattern emerges.
Tell you what pattern's going to emerge, Dave. The pattern is that this man is satanic.
Please. Hi, folks. I know that most of you don't know me. My name is Dr. Kimberly Schaefer. I moved up here from Boston over the summer with my husband and twin girls who are in the freshman class. I know that you're all understandably concerned and excited, but from an objective outsider's view, this is all very dangerous.
Key word in that last sentence is outsider. So why don't you just sit down and shut your mouth?
Just please listen to me. I'm a psychologist, and I've dealt with this before.
Here we go.
What Anthony experienced is called cognitive dissonance. It creates excessive stress for a person who's involved in anything that contradicts their belief systems. It can be incredibly dangerous, especially for a young, impressionable mind. And we know that by what happened with Anthony, and I am so very sorry for your loss. It would be like any of us witnessing aliens landing. You know, for Anthony, his mind could no longer accept the mythology of his family and school culture when presented with the contradictions that he's been hearing in Mr. Fletcher.
Enough! Enough! Holy shit! Mythology, cognitive, whatever the fuck you just said, she's one of them.
Hold on. Hold on. Calm down, Bernie. Bernie? Listen, we have to hear all voices. Let's call it a night. I'll chat with Dr. Schaefer and see what she has to say. You can all go on home. But remember to send me your concerns.
I'm awfully glad that you're willing to listen to reason.
So, you're going by Dr. Schaefer now.
And what do you mean now?
Nice try. Could at least chosen a bigger, stronger body. Or one that could run fast.
What on earth are you talking about?
Sure. Play dumb. But it's not gonna help you or your good friend Tom Fletcher.
What's up, Dave?
Oh, I just need your John Hancock on these forms.
Okay. What's this all about?
Our meeting in my office, the 6 families. You know, Tom, life would be a lot easier if you're on the right team.
Everybody trying to save this whole high school. Enjoy this while it lasts. It's a cakewalk, but where you going?
That's it. Just let go. There. Hope you're having fun with your new friends.
You're actually stupid if you think I'm serving this detention. I don't care about your job. I don't care about your wife. I don't care about your family. These messages, these screenshots, they're going up. I don't care. The world needs to see who.
Listen, young lady.
No.
Give me that phone.
No.
Give me the
As
phone.
we speak. No. You're not getting my phone.
Give me the phone.
You're not getting my phone.
Give me the phone! Give me the phone.
You're fucking insane.
Hi, Dave.
Kara. Sit.
Dave, are you okay?
I'm sure you're wondering what's going on. Shelley came in this morning, about 15 minutes late for Saturday detention, with her tan belly showing. Clearly and intentionally not compliant with the dress code. And then she smiled right into my eyes and said, "Okay, I'm here for my punishment." Kara, I knew that innocent little girl was long gone, and Satan stood before me. Then he, plopped down in the chair in front of me, with her thighs wide open, and I could see her pink panties. Kara, he was toying with me, with that poor girl's body. Her soul was lost, and I need to save her. And she stood up and put her fingertips on the desk. Kara, I felt Satan and God wrestle beneath my skin. I knew God wanted to use me as a vehicle to teach that young slut a lesson and maybe save her soul. I had to remind myself to be strong and that this is God's will.
Dave, you're not well.
I've never been better, Kara. You'll see when you ascend, and I will be right there waiting. There's blood on my carpet.
Oh my God!
There we go. That's better. Just as innocent as she was in the womb. Just had a nice chat with the officer at the Fairfield Police Department. They're on their way. It's time for you to go. Now.
Wait, did that.
Everyone's waiting for me, Kara. You'll see. You'll be right behind me. Kara, it's Sodom and Gomorrah out there. I'm here. I feel you with me.
Shelley and Mr. Fletcher, unfortunately, had passed away that day, along with Mr. Wentworth taking his own life. I mean, I don't know, like, I still can't really understand how somebody could cut short, you know, a young life like that, and how they could subject these innocent souls that haven't hurt a fly to such dangerous ideals. I don't know.
Are you still planning to go to school in New York?
Yes, like of course. I don't want to be like here with a bunch of rednecks that are ready to tar and feather me just for being gay. And I mean, if I make it into NYU, like God willing, then finally being poor will pay off for once.
There are plenty of good people here.
Yeah, and there are also a bunch of poorly shaved chimpanzees, but that's neither here nor there. But, you know.
I hate always having to worry about how people are gonna react to me, and the world's fucked up, but there's gay marriage and AIs.
AIs? Yeah. Are you serious? Dude, the AIs, they're gonna like kill us all. I mean, they're either gonna annihilate us or they're gonna put us on like some crazy farms, like in the Matrix. No.
Or it's as Kurzweil says, endless leisure time, saxophone lessons, video games, all day. Sex. Maybe with another person.
Let's not get crazy now.
Brave new worlds plus art.
You're crazy. Let's play a game. Hey, thank you.
Let go, holding on for reasons I don't know. But baby, I'm drowning and dying slow. But you can save me, you're my lifeboat. So baby.